This is my Phantom wallet, and as you can see, I have hit well over 6 figures, and I've not done it via trading. I've done it by finding one simple method that allowed me to dev coins consistently. Watch this video, and I will show you a step-by-step process that allowed me to stack fat amounts of cash.
Excuse me.
This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. So we do have the live demo coming up, but first I always like to take a look at one of the coins that's live now and see how their stories are unfolding. This one is quite interesting. So you can see here initially we had a really long flat timeline, and then over the course of just 2 days or 3 days, this coin went to its highest heights and back to its median. Now you can see that big red line there. That could very well be loads of traders who are like, right, it's hit its max, let's pull out. Or it could very well be the developer who has decided to pull some of the liquidity, again for the same reason, because they think the coin's not going to get that much higher. And that's one of the issues with trading. Not only are you working against everyone else who's on that coin, you are also working against the dev, and the dev just doesn't care. They can pull that rug whenever they like, and this person's got very lucky and made a really decent amount of money, but a lot of the times you don't get lucky and you lose it all. Now, let's talk about deving. CreateCoin.fun is a platform that allows you to dev your own coins, and the best part, you do not need to know how to code. It's really simple, guys, and I'm going to show you exactly how this website works. But again, I can't stress enough, you can launch your own coin with a bit of Solana and not needing to know how to code. It's fantastic, but one thing we need to know are the types of market that are available to a dev. So this is the pump market, and while the pump market is great because it's really busy, it's also terrible because it's really busy. So 10,000 coins every second are just being dumped into pump markets, and what happens is you can't get past all that noise. But if I switch to dynamic on Axiom, just looking at the market caps, you will see that there is a much better spread, even with coins that are already on pump, but they're also on here and they're doing way better. And that is because there's nowhere near as many coins going into the mature market than there is into pump. So that attention gets spread a lot further. So let's begin this process. First, we need to have about $100 in our Phantom wallet, okay? That's what you need to get the ball rolling. Then we need to click Connect Wallet. So we click Connect Wallet and then we click Phantom or whatever other wallet that you have. It will detect others and then you are good to go, okay? We can make a start. Now, typically a user would just make their own coin from scratch, and that's really fun. It's not quite what we're going to do because we'd have to come up with a name, a symbol, an image. We'd have to link it to a narrative. We'd have to do loads of marketing, and even then we're not known, so it won't go very well unless we know lots of traders who are willing to invest in us. However, if we hit the copy trending tab, this is a fantastic tool that will allow us to copy a coin that's already done well on the pump market. Now, as I said to you before, the pump market is tricky, so these are well proven concepts. You can see you've got their names, market caps, and when they were last paired. You can use that information to make a decision on which coin you want to position yourself behind. And if you're not happy with any of these coins, you can simply scroll all the way to the top and you can hit refresh, and then you'll get a brand new list delivered straight to you. So I don't really think about these too much because of the amount of time that I run these coins. The market cap and all this, it doesn't really have a massive effect, and I will show you by clicking this coin here, the Pump Fun coin, which is going to have a bit of dramatic irony to it. Now, when you initially want to copy a coin, it will give you this request block tab, so you need to click proceed, confirm, tick this box, and click confirm again. This is simply, you acknowledging that your funds are at risk, because of course they're meme coins, right? We know this happens all the time. Do make sure you read it, but that's the gist of it. So we have created our token, but we need to give it some value. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a liquidity pool. Now, the liquidity pool is us putting a little bit of our Solana into the coin to give it some value before it goes to market. So we don't have to artificially buy all of our own coins and then sell them. All the value that we put in goes in before it gets to market. 0.2 Solana seems to be the amount that has worked for me very consistently. I find that if you go much higher than that, you'll start having to get worries about overheads and things like that. But if you stick to 0.2, you'll be in a really good spot. So we'll hit confirm on that, and then our coin is now worth 0.2 Solana. Brilliant. So you can see here we've got our coin. It's nearly ready. There's one more step before we move on. We've got the pooled sol, the tokens, and the estimated value at 1479. Let's hit the lightning bolt button, okay? So this lightning bolt is crucial in this process. So what this does is it boosts your token. It puts you to the top of Dex Screener's trending list for an hour, and it costs us 0.25 Sol. Now, that might be a hefty cost compared to what we put into the coin, but you'll see that I won't even run this coin for an hour, and I will make plenty of money back and plenty more than what we've initially invested. So make sure you do this, guys. This is a crucial part of the process because it gets you in front of the bot traders and the trend chasers. These are the ones that are going to give us the initial capital and momentum in our coin. Otherwise, the process will take a very long time. Okay, we've done that. Now, let's have a look on Dex Screener, and this is where the magic happens and you can see the process for yourself. So as you can see, the Pump Fund coin is live on Matora. Already, we have got just under 100 traders already. Fantastic. Market cap has burst well past anything that most of the coins on Pump are going to be getting. We just got into 2.5k just then. It will kick up again back to 2k. Brilliant. And the liquidity nearly at 2k. This is a fantastic result. So as you can see already, our coin is majorly busy. Over 500 transactions in just a few seconds. So I won't run this for much longer. And as I said, you don't need to run this forever to start making some serious money. We flick back to createcoin.fun. Let's hit refresh and have a look at how much our coin will now be valued. So whilst this is loading, I'm going to tell you a little something that you might enjoy. If you like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this video, I will put you into a prize draw where you could win 50% of what I make on this coin. It's free money if you win. So now we've turned our $14 into 1.11k. That is a phenomenal transformation. So what do we do next? Now that we've got that money there, there's one more thing we need to do. So we need to hit this minus button, move that to 100%, remove the liquidity, hit confirm, and then it goes straight into our Phantom wallet. There we go. So $100 has turned into 1,110. I believe that is called 10xing. So there we go, guys. It's as easy as that. Thank you so much for watching. Try this method out yourselves and start making some money.